Bijaki na bawat na dasuwis. Bijaki and Dodem. A Shinnecock na wachie. My name is Standing Buffalo. My name comes from the story of a journey westward. I am Shinnecock. We bear the spirits of our ancestors before us. We walk the same shores they did. We have endured here on this island for many thousands of years, and here we remain.
A sovereign nation here in the middle of the Hamptons. And it's an amazing thing. You know, it's not like we can go down the road and cut down trees for our houses as we used to in the old days. It's not like we can, drink the water from the ground anymore, or from the local ponds and the local lakes. It's all polluted now. And for us, it's been a detriment to our community, not being able to sustain ourselves off the land that's around us. I still collect berries. I still make jams. I hunt deer in the wintertime. Now we have turkeys. I go get quahogs from out the Shinnecock Bay there. I go fishing as often as I can. In the wintertime, I hunt ducks. It's a very, if you know what you're looking for in these lands, it can sustain you year round. We have a very, very bountiful territory here. Our people were whalers. Our people would take canoes out into the ocean, and we fished as far as the right whale could swim, and we would catch those whales and bring them back to our communities to feed our community. We don't hunt whales anymore, but we still largely live off the waters that our ancestors lived off of, which is the waters of Long Island, the waters of the surrounding areas.
And all the way from the Caribbean, we have our Taino dancer.
All of New England was our traditional areas, and we were once one people. Learning about Shinnecock is not something I learned in school. Learning about Shinnecock is something that I had to go out and ask my elders about. It's something that I had to do my own research day in and day out, trying to figure out our history, because it's not something that is really taught to the public in a public manner. I call it institutionalized colonial in the States, and it's still being done today. I had a cousin call me from Virginia telling me that their teacher was telling them that Native Americans don't even exist anymore. Telling a little kid that Native Americans don't even exist anymore. But that little kid was from this reservation. So this is something that still goes on today, this institutionalized colonialism. And it's something that needs to be addressed. And it's something that I know that a lot of the time people just don't understand the truth. And that comes from the institutionalized colonialism. And that's something I still try to do today, is to bridge those gaps between our community, between traditional communities, and the rest of the world. And I hope that somewhere that my words are heard. Our words are heard. It wasn't even that long ago that we weren't even allowed to speak our language. We weren't allowed to practice our traditions. We weren't allowed to dance our dances, our traditional dances. And, we're talking the last 100 years, we weren't allowed to speak our language. We weren't allowed to practice our culture, practice our dances. And, to be able to do that today and to uphold our culture for our next generations and for our generation here today is an honor for our ancestors, I think. And I think that, it's something that our ancestors fought for and died for. Generations of our ancestors fought and died for it and never saw it. And so today, to be able to talk about this publicly and to talk about this to people who are actually willing to listen to it, it's a huge, huge, huge accomplishment for Native Americans.